Hey everybody, Edo here, and this is Racco, the classic Rack'em and Score card game, which I'd never heard of. And apparently great family fun for over 50 years. This was just at some event, a bunch of people brought games, I'd never heard it. My wife actually played with some other people, liked it enough to bring it home, and then we've played it since. And so this is a really simple game. This is basically like if you enjoy Gin Rummy but don't want to play with suits or all same kind or whatever. But everyone gets a rack, and everyone fills that rack with Racco cards. And you're actually at the start of the game, you're going to fill it all up. You don't get to, these might be in order because we were playing earlier. It's fast and fun, but you're going to fill up your rack with Racco cards. And when you're done, all the way, what you're noticing, presumably, I don't know how well it's going to come up on camera, but these cards just have a number from like 0 to 60, I think. And once you put them all in, you can see how they move from one side of the card to the other in a sequence. So like 25, 40, 36, like the 1's over here and the 60's over here. And so what you're trying to do is order them from lowest to highest in sequence. So like 2, 8, 16, 17, 18, 20, 40, 45, so it goes. So once you've done all of that, the game's over. There's a special rule in a two-player game I'll talk about, but the game's over. But yeah, that's not how you start. So how do you get there? Really simple. It's a deck of cards. And you're gonna either take the discard card at the top or one from here. And if you take the discard from the top, you have to swap it. And no one else sees what you're doing. I'm just for the camera. But you need to put it in. And you can say, well, I got a 20 here. Ooh, there's 22 and 28. So I'm going to take this 2. And I'm going to put the 20 here. And then I'm going to place it down. You will never, unless you cycle through the cards, but anything you start with, you can't move its location. You got to take it. It's going to go back to the table. If I draw from the top, I can decide whether I'm going to get rid of this one or use it. So I can pick this up and be like, you know what, this sucks, and put it down or stinks. Okay, so that's the entire game. Almost, I guess. So what we're doing is it's like you have a hand of 7 cards and you're trying to get straights and suits like in Gin Rummy, right? But you're just trying to get in sequence. Now, in addition to just calling Racco or whatever, I win by getting the sequence, within it, the more that you have a sequence of numbers that don't skip a number, like 17, 18, 19, you're going to get bonus points. And if you do the whole thing, you get like the equivalent of winning 5 games. It's like 500 points or something. And in a 2-player game, before you can actually win, you have to have at least 3 cards that are one after the other, which acts as a little speed bump so that you can't just win really quickly. You start doing it. It has that feel of Gin Rummy when you're like, oh, well, should I get rid of the 3 to put this down and maybe I'll get another one to, what end am I going to grow on? How am I going to move? It's super simple. And once you get playing and you've played enough times, it's really like pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop, pick up, drop. So I like games like this work for me. I think most folks who are deep in the hobby, these games don't work for them, but it is what it is. You teach it in 5 seconds. You play it. It'll kill a half hour pretty quick, and it works. And Racco. Hey everybody, Edo here, and thanks for watching Gaming with Edo. Reviews over here on this playlist, League and Insider videos over here on this one. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But most importantly, play some great games. Thanks. Bye.